So hello everyone, thanks for joining. I'm Dr. Ivor Mectin and this is my second game of Conflict Middle East Political Simulator. So let's get going. So we've got Israeli Premier assassinated, or what's happened, and new Israeli Premier takes over, and that's me in this case. And Middle East tension mounts as harmony undermined. No specific stories relating to any nations thus far. So Syria and Iraq want to already have a war with each other. This is looking very good at the start of the game, but we will always look at our relations with Egypt. So we want to try to improve with Egypt, to be friendly with Egypt. They are the largest military power, so we definitely want to be nice to them, but we also want to attempt to start a serious anti-government group to destabilize them, because in this game you've got four nations: Jordan, Egypt, Lebanon and Syria, which you need to take out their governments. That can either be done by invading them militarily, having another nation invade them militarily, or you destabilize them using guerrilla war. So I'm going to try to start that in Egypt. It will take a very long time. Now it's gone to Iran. So Iran is negotiating with Syria. This means that if Iraq hits Syria, Iran will likely hit Iraq as well. So I will sour relations with Iran, as they're on the whole other side of the map. It doesn't really matter what my relations are too much. But intelligence, we definitely want to undermine Iran. We want a weaker Iran. So I'll mention here that the destabilization also means the nation is able to put out less forces militarily, because if they're sort of using their military to police their stuff within their own borders, like guerrilla groups, they are not able to field as big a force for a war. So that's what I'll do with Iran this time. So Iraq, I want to it doesn't really matter what relations with Iraq are, but I will disrupt their insurgents. I want a strong Iraq putting out a strong military to hit Syria. Jordan, good with Jordan. I'll keep trying to improve with Jordan while also supporting their insurgents. Lebanon, doesn't really matter. Lebanon very rarely attacks Israel anyway. Let's try to undermine them. It's a kind of a miracle in this game if Lebanon lasts a year. It's normally destabilized from within or hits Syria. So Libya, this is an interesting one. I'm going to try a new strategy with regards to Libya this time. I'm going to keep the relations the same for now, but I'm going to attempt to undermine Libya. This is because winning a war increases your diplomatic relations back up to very solid. So Egypt can eventually take on Libya to do that, and then it means you kind of have to start again with regards to destabilizing Egypt. So I'm going to try and take Libya out of the game this time, so Egypt cannot do that. I've never attempted this before, but I'll try it as a new strategy. So Syria, I want to spoil with Syria because I'm going to try to get them into a two-front war: Iraq, Syria, and also Israel at the same time. So, and I want to destabilize them to give them more trouble from within. Purchase arms again, always go straight to USA and buy the AWACS spy plane. So this will tell you about when there are forces on your border, using the when you go to the strategic action screen. So I will start off by buying one of those. I'm going to also I'll buy some anti-tank helicopters. These are kind of worth their weight in gold. Again, nuclear club, always want to fund it. Always want to pursue nuclear weapons. So let's look at strategic action. I'm going to go to Syria and increase presence with a small scale deployment. Now, why am I doing this? So there is a sort of a mechanic in this game called a bloodless war. Because I've now put forces on the border with Syria, Syria will also do the same. So that means there's less units to face Iraq. So I may be able to do a bloodless war here where Iraq can take out Syria without me actually having to do anything. So I'm going to install a brigade there and hope for that to happen. Then I'm going to review forces. So I start off with 7 brigades, but now I'm down to 6 because I deployed 1 and some degree of equipment, so 150 tanks to the Syrian border. Notice that there's a lag on all arm expenditures. The AWACS plane is not there yet, and neither is the helicopters that I bought, because there's a 1 turn lag on any weapons purchases. Let's go over to Palestine. Again, as I'll say, Palestine very rarely provides a problem for Israel. You can generally sort of get rid of them either by doing an agreement with one of your neighbours at the summits, which I generally do. They generally don't cause more unrest, so this essentially serves as like other countries undermining Israel. They can fund Palestinian unrest, but they generally rarely do. So I'm just going to leave Palestine alone for now. So let's go on to the next turn. So Egyptian sources say Libyan leader is totally mad. This is good. If they're going to do the war, get it out of the way early, and then I can carry on destabilising Egypt all the way. So I won't really get to test my new strategy, but that's okay. So Syrian-Iraqi relations deteriorate rapidly, so this actually makes sense because once relations start going bad, they always go worse in this game and you always get a war. So I'm going to try to be friendly to Egypt whilst undermining them. Iran. Okay, Iran wants nukes. Definitely need to undermine Iran, because the last thing we want is nuclear Iran versus nuclear Iraq. And they nuke each other and end the game through mutually assured destruction. So also I will undermine relations with Iran as they like Syria, and I want to sort of be hostile to Syria. Iraq, I'm going to keep them the same whilst supporting the government of Iraq. Jordan, keep relations good whilst undermining them from within. Lebanon, don't really care about the relations, I'm just going to try and get rid of them. Libya, I may as well trash relations because I want to be friendly with Egypt, and then these guys ain't going to last the next turn anyway, so I might as well stabilise their government, so Egypt takes more losses. Syria, I'll spoil with Syria, support the insurgents, make policies. So I'm going to purchase, so I'm going to go to strategic action again. Syria, I'm going to put a 2nd brigade on the Syrian border. I want to keep some brigades around in case any of the other powers get hostile with me. Now time to purchase arms. I'm going to get some SAMs. No, I'll first do the nuclear club, and then I'll purchase some SAMs. Let's go 400 SAMs, and then I've got 50 million left, so I'll get some light tanks from Britain. Review forces. Now I have 2 brigades on the Israeli-Syrian border, so that means Syria will do the same. Hopefully Iraq can very quickly take them out. So it's time for the next turn. Iraqi and Jordanian youth. So right, so now it's Iraq is on the brink of war with Syria and Jordan now. Kind of crazy. Shells aimed at Iraqi villages called by Spanish. Syrian war machine gets into gears. For battle, Syrian tanks take over in Syrian-Iraqi war. Selective Libyan targets destroyed by Egypt. So again, looks like Libya's about to go. This is a bit of a difficult one to play. Have to think about it a bit more. Right, so Egypt. Again, Libya won't survive to get nuclear weapons, it's fine. Iran. Going to undermine them to try and stop them from attaining nukes. Iraq. I will keep strong Iraq. Jordan. I'll save Jordan whilst undermining. I'm not going to place any troops on the Jordan border, I don't think. Lebanon. Again, I'm going to just support the insurgents. Lebanon won't last very much longer. I will stabilise just to weaken Egypt as much as possible. They take the most losses attacking Libya, Syria. Actually, I will. It's a bit difficult, so yeah, it's now that Iraq wants to, Jordan and Iraq are involved, it's a lot less simple. I think I'll keep my forces there. Don't know if I'll add to them, just to sort of make Syria takes as most amount of damage as possible. Maybe Iraq will be able to kill Jordan. I might just wait for Iraq to go. Present relations. Still want to keep undermining Syria. This is a difficult position to play, actually. So purchase art, strategic action. I'll put one more brigade on the Syrian border. So that will leave me with a few forces. That'll leave me with 4 left. Get time to nuclear club again fund. I'll get some more light tanks from Britain. Right. Strategic action, no one is invading me. Okay, great. Next turn. Oh, so Iraq has collapsed. Right, first Egyptian charge reads surprise Libyan line. So that makes the game easier to play. It might also mean that Syria has lost quite a bit of stuff because they did attack Iraq. First Egyptian charge, yeah, so just Libya basically lost as they usually do. So now Egypt can't do another war unless it's with Israel to stabilise itself further. Right, so right, Lebanon and Jordan are friendly. Okay, not really a big idea. I'm going to try to just undermine Lebanon anyway. So, okay, what are my relations? Beneficial. I improve them with trade. I'm going to have to stop them from getting nukes. Support their insurgents. Iran doesn't really matter now because they now are no longer going to be nuking Iraq because Iraq is the only other nation they can attack. So I just keep supporting them. It doesn't really matter too much. So Iraq is gone, it's in black. You don't have to ever consider it anymore once it's in black. Jordan. I can also pull off the Syrian border as well. So I will keep staying with Jordan, but undermine Jordan. Lebanon. I'll maybe try and improve a little bit, but I'll keep undermining them. Hope to get rid of them as soon as possible. Libya are gone. Syria. I'll improve while undermining their insurgents. Right, so strategic action. With regards to Syria, I'm going to withdraw my forces from there. Oh right, okay. This could be bad. No, I don't know if they can actually invade me because the relations are too good. So it might be just that those are the reserve forces. I don't think they can. I think they might. Okay, we'll see. I've never been in this situation before. From the nuclear club, purchase arms. Let's go to USA. Let's get 50 more SAMs and right, I will get light tanks from there. Nuclear club already funded. Oh yeah, strategic action Egypt. We're gonna attack strike their nuclear stuff. Right, we'll now see if pulling off was a goof or I I don't think they can invade me. I think our relations are too good. Okay, yeah, they can't invade me. So, right. Iranian Joint Arms Agreement signed in Damascus. So, yeah, Iran and Syria are now best friends. This doesn't mean anything because the only nation they can combined attack was Iraq, and Iraq is gone. So it's pretty meaningless. Although I should probably, yeah, be friends with Iran if you want to be friends with Syria still. Right. Just write that down. Kurdish unrest felt in Lebanon. That's the guerrilla war I've been waging. Israelis destroy Egyptian nuclear reactor and strike. Okay, Jordan and Egypt are now friendly. This could be bad. Okay, Egypt, want to be nice. Nice to Egypt. I'll keep that the same while I'm reminding them. I don't need to think about Jordan. What's it say? Okay. Doesn't really matter, I'm going to try to get rid of Lebanon anyway. Different doesn't really matter. Try to improve. They're fragile from within now. Libya's gone, Syria. I'm thinking I may be just undermining my free bordering nations other than Egypt, which I'll eventually have to war. Right. So, strategic action. No build-ups anywhere. Purchase arms. I will purchase more helicopters from the USA. Try to really get that rapport with the USA to be good because they give you financial aid at the end of the year. So, quite a while off as we're in May. Nuclear Club again, fund it. I could do with more light tanks at this stage because I've not managed to lose anything thus far. Right, that's the new problem. Nothing has happened there, so next turn. Right, Jordan and Lebanon declare military pacts, so I'll try to be friendly with both of them, but I'll try and get rid of Lebanon. And the Kurdish unrest is felt in Lebanon. So that means the guerrilla war again is going well. Military pact with Egypt. This will be good. Support insurgents. Iran. Support insurgents. Iraq's gone, Jordan. Okay, Jordan, keep trying to improve with them. Lebanon, keep trying to improve. Support current activities of insurgents. Libya's gone. Syria. Yeah, things could be getting bad. Right, strategic action, nothing, no order. So purchase arms. I will buy some more. I'll try and go for 200 light tanks to build up the light tank numbers. So to review forces. Yeah, I need more. More. The things I'm going to focus on getting are light tanks, helis, and SAMs at this stage. Keep funding the nuclear club. Yes. Next time. Egyptian joint arms agreement signed in Oman, so that's Egypt and Jordan friends. So a lot of countries becoming friends in this game actually. I'm trying to be friends with all of them. The West concerned by Middle Eastern nuclear situation. That's just to do with Iran. That's nothing really to worry about. Kurdish unrest fell in Lebanon again. Syrian and Israeli youths clash causing outcry. Okay, here we go. Gonna have to go to war with Syria, but I've got a military pact with Egypt, so I might be okay. But here we go. This is going to be intense. Okay. I will leave this nuclear installation for now. Yeah, so Iran now has nukes, but that's irrelevant. Try to be nice to Jordan. While supporting their insurgents. Lebanon. Right. Be nice to Lebanon. I'll try to just support the insurgents, hope it collapses, Libya's gone, Syria. Yeah, so this is definitely going to war. I'll try to improve it, but it's very unlikely to support the insurgents. So again, let's have a look at my forces. So I'm going to get, I'm going to try and just mass light tanks. Purchase arms, light tanks, 350 light tanks. Yep, so I'm going to full-scale immediate deployment. So how many forces have I stuck on it? So I've stuck 5. Keep 2 in reserve, because maybe I might have to take on Jordan, who knows. So I'll deploy that much on the Syrian border. This is going to be a tough game. Right. Yeah. Nuclear weapons. Okay, right. If I get nukes, we might just survive this. This is going to be intense. Kurdish unrest felt in Lebanon. They haven't collapsed yet. Okay, rapport between Syria and Israel wanes. Okay. Panic as Israeli soldiers set Syrian village alight. Unrest in West Bank ends in peaceful protests, so there's some Palestinian action. I'm not going to really get this far. We shall see in the future though. I've never had Palestinians really cause that much of a problem in this game, so it might be the first time for everything. Yeah, the Syrian ambassador informs that war is imminent with this country. Fine. Give aid to the government. Support current activities of insurgents. Iran. Just try and get rid of them. Iraq is gone. Jordan. Trade with Jordan. Support their insurgents. Lebanon. Be nice to Lebanon. Hopefully they won't last out the current month. Just check. Yeah, the regime is very close to toppling. Libya's gone. Syria. I'll try to restore but support the insurgents. Right, make policy. Purchase arms, again I'm going to do light tanks. Nuclear funding. So if I go to strategic action. Right. I will keep 2 around. Just in case Jordan, because they have friendly relations with Jordan, take no action. So I will go Egypt. I'll have to try and stop them from getting nukes as well. Minor incidents. Okay, I will leave it for now. Because I don't want to anger the West by being very harsh on Palestinians. Next turn. Kurdish unrest felt in Lebanon again. First Syrian charge. Okay. So, yeah. Yep. So I'm military pact with them, okay. So me being at war with Syria hasn't pissed them off too much. Okay, just keep supporting the insurgents. Iran, just keep supporting the insurgents. Iraq, don't need to worry about Jordan. Okay, yeah. So Lebanon is gone. most likely at the end of the turn, Syria keep undermining them. So, strategic action. I want to see how things are doing in Syria. Okay, yeah, I'm getting crushed, so I will just deploy extra forces. I'll have to go full bore and see how it works. I can't do 5, and I don't think Jordan will attack me anyway, so now we're in the long haul for this war. I'll buy some light tanks. Right, nuclear club as well. So have I got my whole military on the border? Yes, I do. Okay. Kurds find new voice in anti-government protests. General anarchy as Lebanese government collapses. Syrian government rocked by extremist protests. Israeli armoured divisions take an early beating. And stone-throwing Arabs arrested in Jerusalem. So there's more Palestinian problems, but I can't deal with them right now because I've put all my military to war with Syria. So we'll have to see how Syria's getting on. Be nice with them. Iran, try to undermine it. Iraq, don't need to do anything. Jordan, be nice to Jordan. Lebanon's gone, Libya's gone, Syria. Just support their insurgents. Can I go for an assassination? No, not yet. So I might be able to get Syria to topple from within. Few forces. Yeah. So it looks like I'm just gonna go to Syria. Okay, so I'm losing massively in heavy tanks, winning in light tanks. Deploy extra forces. Purchase arms. Again, I'll just have to go for light tanks again, 200 of them for next turn. Nuclear club fund it. Right, next month, okay. I'll probably survive the turn. We shall see. Okay, I survived. Israeli leader claims new era of peace with Jordan. Maybe Jordan will attack. Okay, right. Palestinians are really causing me problems here. Right, Egypt. They want nukes again. Give aid to them. Support insurgents. Iran. Support insurgents. Iraq. It's gone. Jordan. Be nice to Jordan. Support their insurgents. Lebanon, Libya, Syria. I'll keep negotiations for a ceasefire open. Consider extreme measures. I'm going to try and start a coup as an emergency. Taking a lot of military losses, I'll try and start a coup in Syria. Right, the Palestinians need to be suppressed. Let's have a look at them. Small scale public disruption, I can't do anything about them anyway. I need to get the war with Syria over and done with. Then I'll have to just go hardcore on them. Right, so strategic action. I have to deploy extra forces. I should have gone to my nuclear club first. It wasn't nuclear anyway. Purchase arms. I'll go for helicopters, 50 of them. Another 50 helicopters. Right. Next turn. Okay, still alive. Failed coup. Arrested in Damascus. Yep. Okay, right. Maybe this is going to be a very key turn. Okay. That'll spoil relations with Iran. Just Jordan, Lebanon's gone, Libya. So I will go to consider extreme measures. I'm going to assassinate the leader. see if we can get that going. Right. Strategic action. Right. Actually, no, before I do strategic action, do nuclear club. Okay. Strategic action. I have the decision here to, I think I'm going to have to do it, guys. This is it. I'm losing this war really badly. I'm down 2,500 tanks. I'm kind of decimated. It's such a gamble though, because I'm basically decimating all my US financial aid. Yeah, it's such a tough choice, because if I do it, I'm in a weak position. But I definitely survive. If the coup is successful, I win the war though at the same time. Right, guys, this is so tough. Right. I know Syria does not have nukes, so I can nuke them without ending the game. I think I'm going to this is so tough. Because if the coup is successful, I wait for the military aid, and then my military is good again. But I'm one turn away from losing. All right, go on. Let's use the nukes. Now tactical airstrike. Okay. Now let's purchase some arms. Britain. Let's have some battle tanks. I've still got some light tanks. Okay. I'm going to have to buy from the private dealer moving forward as well. Right. Here we go. Oh, actually, the US give me a budget, because I was in December. The US gave me my budget before I commended the nukes. I'm going to have to increase defence spending on it. And increase the size of the army. Oh, right. Wow. Looks like the before the nuke could go through, the assassination go through. So that's actually a really good mechanic, guys. That assassinations are resolved before nukes. I didn't actually know that. I'll write that down. Okay, right. So this puts me in a good position. Islamic descent voiced all over Jordan. Right. So it was failed. Okay, so now I'm going to have to be hardcore on the Palestinians and quick. Be nice to them. I'm going to have to try to... Right, Iran. Spoil with Iran. Undermine them. Iraq, don't need to do Jordan. Be nice to Jordan. Undermine them from within. Lebanon's gone, Libya's gone, Syria's gone. Right. Okay. Palestinian problem. I've just got my US financial aid, so now I don't really need to care what the US think of me. So post a brigade in the West Bank. Full policing. I'm going to have to probably go hardcore tactics on them next time. Strategic action. No one's building up on the borders. Nice. I'm going to have to go Egypt. tactical airstrike coming, nukes, don't want them to get nukes. So right, what do I really need in the military right now? So I need main battle tanks. I need everything really, let's keep it real. Yeah, I'll focus probably on main battle tanks. I've increased defence spending, so I'll be good. I've lost very few jets in any of my wars. So main battle tanks is probably what I need. And I'm going to get them from USA's and selling them. Purchase arms from Britain, then chieftain battle tank. 550 battle tanks. Let's get some more light tanks. Yeah, so now let's go for talks, purchase arms. I'll get 100 SAMs. Get helis. Now I think I'll spend the rest of it on light tanks. Let's get 150 light tanks. So that should help my military a lot. I've already done the Palestinians. Strategic action. Yeah, okay. Next turn it is West concerned by Middle East nuclear situation. This might mean that Egypt got nukes. Fortunately for me, they're not stable. Okay, we destroyed it. Okay, yeah, the Palestinians are getting close to destroying me. So I'm going to have to go full bore on them. Yeah, okay. Egyptians have nukes. Be nice to them. Support their insurgents again. Iran. Support their insurgents. Iraq on Jordan. Be nice to Jordan. What's undermining them? They should collapse soon. And all the rest of the countries are gone. Yet the Palestinian problem may force me out of office. So I'm going to go full bore on them now and allow them to physically engage with the protesters. So now I'm going to have to purchase arms. Let's see what my weapons are actually. Strategic, no, not strategic action, review forces. Okay. I'm going to focus on main battle tanks, I think that's what I need. Purchase arms. From Britain, chieftain battle tank, 200 of them. Scorpion light tanks, 50 of them. Next turn. World sees Arab protesters hit by Israeli troops, so that means West is not going to be very friendly with me for doing it, but I kind of needed to do it. It's getting out of control. Jordanian Islamic fundamentalists spread violence. Okay, that's fine. And Egyptian minister seen with Iranian leader's wife. Okay, so keep undermining Iran. So Egypt, try to be no. I'll maintain present agreement while undermining them. Okay, Iran. I'll spoil with them. Iraq's gone, Jordan, still around. Be nice to Jordan. While supporting their insurgents, they're about to fall from within. The rest of the countries are gone. Looks like, yeah. Okay, this is getting bad. When is the summit? The summit may be coming up in a few months. So even my hardcore policing may reduce the problem. Need to purchase arms. I'll get battle tanks from Britain. And light tanks as well. Yeah, I'm being able to build up my military a bit more. I like to have 500 helis and 500 SAMs generally, and a few thousand tanks. It's getting there. But I can't really use it because Egypt has nukes. So I can't nuke them now. Next turn. Okay, Islamic descent voiced all over Jordan. Israeli leader's future looks uncertain. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Trash with Iran. Iraq, gone. Jordan. Right, so I will consider extreme measures, and let's try and start a coup in Jordan. Should probably be successful. Yeah. Purchase arms. Let's go to Britain. 200 tanks. Yeah, they're doing terrorism in the West Bank. Can I survive to the summit month? This is the question. Strategic action. Right. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately, rebel leaders can control Jordan. General anarchy as Israeli government collapses. The Israeli premier has been assassinated. That is a shame. I will be uploading this as it's a loss. I'm not perfect at the game. I did make some mistakes. If you're going to engage with Syria, you have to do the whole thing. I was wondering, because they had a sort of military pact at the time with Jordan, so I was wondering if Jordan would go full bore on me at that point. So I've never actually lost a game through Palestinians before. Maybe, but unfortunately, I was thinking there may be a war with Egypt at some point, and if you give the Palestinians to Egypt, you start off, more backwards on the front because you've given up territory to them. Yeah, so I've been talking in these games about how Palestinians are very rarely a problem, Palestinians are very rarely a problem, and then I just got assassinated by them. So but in other words, Neaston FC did lose, so I don't know if that's even a real team, but if you're against them, there's some good news for you. So it was me and Egypt who are left, and Egypt won the game. Yeah. That was an interesting game, though. That definitely was an interesting game. More interesting than my first one. Right, so let's see my analysis. Okay. My leadership was a complete joke. Yeah. That was really poor. I suppose, looking back on it, I should have given the Palestinians to Egypt. Yeah, but 1 year and 5 months. I think at the next month, I would have probably be given an option at the summit to palm the Palestinians off. Yeah. Well, that was an interesting game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Thank you to all my viewers.